Hi, this is Nikel Wright with EmpoweredSpouse.com, and what you're seeing actually is a Pinterest page that I pulled up, and it has a lot of different cakes, and it's going to help me with my analogy, and then I'm going to give you some great instructions on how to create your blog. I'm going to walk you through it step by step, how to set it up, and some plugins that you need that are going to help optimize your performance. So you want to stay tuned for that part. But what I want to go through really quickly is you've decided to create your own blog. So maybe you came across this because you searched for Navy Wife blog. And I happen to be a Navy wife, and I've created my own personal blog, and it's called EmpoweredSpouse.com. And this is what it looks like. It is my own personal, self-hosted, branded blog that I control, and it has extra frosting in terms of a custom theme, and it has extra decorations and extra plugins. And so that's kind of the analogy that I want to use today. If you think of your own personal self-hosted blog, which I've also taught you how to do on a couple of other videos, to create a self-hosted blog and create your own domain. It's branded to you or your target audience or the product you're selling or whatever the case may be. So that's your cake, that's your foundation. And then we're going to put, if you decide to, a custom theme on there, and it's going to give you great flexibility in what it looks like to the public, okay? And so that's where I'm going with these pictures of cakes. It's going to give you great flexibility, and that's what this theme that I've installed, which is the thesis theme. And above this video, you'll find a link, and you can go over and actually purchase that theme if you're interested. And it's going to take you to a page that looks like this. And then you'll be able to scroll down and see the options and so forth. Okay. So this is a custom theme. It has my own frosting, and it has some plugins and some extra decorations. You see some pictures scrolling. You see great custom fonts and custom setup. You see over here I have some custom places where people can give some social interaction with my posts, videos. I can customize images and so forth. So you have a lot of, I can create text boxes that have customization in them. So there's lots of different options. So this is kind of my version of a fully decorated cake. Okay, but what you will get when you start your own self-hosted blog and you install the WordPress application, like I showed you in the previous video, you might get something like this. Okay, so this is kind of plain. It is one of the free themes that WordPress offers. And you know, you get a little bit of choices in terms of, I could probably put a picture up here as my background. I can change this font. I can show this probably or not show this. Might be, it's a little bit more work. You see how my text is kind of running together. So you're limited in terms of what kind of optimization you can do with these free themes. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how to work in the behind the scenes, because that looks basically the same, but the theme, the custom theme, is going to give you the option to really stand out with your audience and stand out with the crowd. Okay, this cake is obviously very different than this cake or this one. Okay, they're targeted for different people. And so having a theme that you can greatly customize is going to allow you to have that as well. Okay, so on to some of the technical stuff. What you want to do is go to yourdomainname.com, whatever you set up, slash WP dash admin. Let's see if I can pull that into the window. Okay, so what you'll want to do is type in yourdomain.com slash WP dash admin, and that's going to take you to this screen that I have here. Okay, And I'm working in on another blog that is set up just like the one that I just showed you. It's very plain, okay? And so I'm going to show you what we can do with that because I don't want to play around with my real blog. So here you go. You're going to come here and you're going to enter, and you see, I have different stuff and I have a hard time sometimes remembering which username and password it is. So let me pull that up. I can't type and talk at the same time, so let's hope I get that right. Okay, so it's going to open up and it's going to take you into the dashboard. So this is what it looks like in the back. Okay, and you'll probably notice that you have a lot of stuff, some spam comments. You'll see this blog has a total of 5 posts on it, and I've got 1,200 spam comments, and I probably cleaned them out 4 or 5 days ago. But I'm going to show you actually a plugin that you can use that'll simplify that. So, and you'll see a bunch of stuff over here on the side. So this is what it looks like in the back of a regular free blog. And you can customize it as you would like. Let me take you over and show you. If you go up here to screen options, you'll get a list and it'll show you all the drop-down stuff. So you can actually clean up a lot of this. I'm going to leave that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see the WordPress blog. For instance, okay, so I have it set up in 2 columns, which you'll see. So now that cleans it up quite a bit in the back. You can also drag and drop things. So if you wanted to change the order of the pieces, you can put them in different places, okay? And that's pretty much true in the back of the theme, is that you can drag and drop. So you're logged in. I've shown you how to change this appearance right here in the back office. And what I'm going to show you now is a few of the things that we can change. So what I like to do is start from the bottom. See if I can move that into the picture. Start from the bottom here, and you have settings. And you'll see a pull-down list. Get a little bit more of that. Settings, you'll get a pull-down list. Okay, and I'm going to start at the top. And so in General, and I'll show you what I've done here. So this is my site title. Okay, it's what's going to show up on the tabs, for instance, when people open, they have one of my pages open. So it shows here in the tab that's up at the top. You'll see the tagline, okay, and that shows, for instance, here, your tagline. You can edit this at any time, so don't get freaked out about having to get it just perfect. You want it to describe what your site is about. And here, in terms of URL, I like yours is probably not going to show this www yet. I like to add that in so that if a person types in the www, or if they don't, then this is what they see. This is what it looks like in the URL bar. You always have that www. I just think it looks nicer. The email address that you want email notifications sent to. For instance, if somebody leaves a comment and you have it set up to get notified in your email that they get a comment, then that's what this is for. And I already showed you how to set up the email associated with your domain, because you want that to look professional. You can change the clock to whatever time zone would apply to you. And let's see, you have the date and time, and then down at the very bottom, see if I can get to that, down at the very bottom you'll have Save Changes. Okay, so you just click Save Changes. And then you'll find that your settings have been saved. Okay, so next in settings, we go to writing. Writing, the only thing I've done here, this might be checked, and that converts emoticons like the smiley face and all that to graphics, which is the little yellow face with the smiley face, which, depending on your site and your target audience, sometimes might look a little unprofessional or corny. So I've unchecked this box. Everything else I have left the same. I'll just scroll down so you can see what's in there. Okay, so if you had to uncheck this box, then go ahead and click Save Changes so that takes effect. The next tab we have is Reading. I'm going to go through my front page. It's going to display my latest posts. My blog pages are going to show, at most 10 posts. Syndication feeds will show 10. You can set this to be anything you like. It could be 5. So whatever you are comfortable with, whatever you prefer. And I have it showing the full text. And then you can also, though, just create an excerpt, and you can decide where you want that excerpt to be. And I'll show you, let me see. I'll show you that really quickly at the end of this video. So if you want to know how to shorten the posts on your front page and just have maybe the best part down to a picture or down to a video, I'll show you how to do that. Click Save if you've changed any of that. The next one is Discussion. So go into Discussion Settings, and you'll see I have the first 3 checked here. I have that the author must fill out their name and their email. That's helpful because a lot of my bonuses are structured so that when they enter their name and email, I can email them a link to the bonus. And sometimes, for instance, with ClickBank, you don't get a lot of information about your buyer, so that is really the only way that I'd be able to get the bonus to you. Oh, which I forgot to mention, if you do decide to upgrade your frosting, to a custom theme, and you want to use the thesis theme that I'm using on my blog and that I showed you, I do provide you with an awesome bonus that shows you how to add that. See if I click through here. How to add this widget over here on the side, how to add this custom font, how to add these gray boxes, all kinds of how to add this. Let me close the window over here. Seems to be slowing down my system. There, how to add this social proof, social indicators area over here. You'll get information on how to change these and how to edit those, how to make this the 2 columns or 1 column or 3 columns, how to customize the colors on this so you can change your site to have any colors. You can make this larger or smaller. You could add a header picture, just all kinds of frosting and decorations, of course, that you can do to your site to make it more attractive to the folks that you are trying to attract, right? Okay, so let me get back to discussion settings. So if you purchase that custom theme through me, then I'm going to give you a bonus video. And what I want you to do, because there's a link on this blog post to that purchase area where you can purchase the theme, what I'd want you to do is come back and down in the comments, leave me a comment, and you'll provide your email, as we're talking about, and then I'll be able to email you the link to the bonus, okay? So I've checked here. They can have nested comments. You can set how many levels down you want to go, and as an administrator, I like to approve the comments because people will spam your sites, as I showed you at the very beginning. They'll spam your stuff like crazy, and you'll have all kinds of crazy stuff on in your comments, and you don't want that. And then all the way down, show avatars. I keep them suitable for all audiences, and I show the mystery man if the person doesn't have their picture or their gravatar set up. Okay? And then click Save Changes if you have changed anything in here. The next thing is media. I don't think I changed anything in media, but I'll just scroll down so you can see what settings I have. and click Save Changes if you change anything in there. The next one is permalinks. This is, of course, very important how the link for your pages show up. So I have selected the post name. So it'll show up as www.yourdomain.com, and then whatever you title your post, you'll have that um, in there. Okay, and so that is good for SEO purposes, keeps things simple and sleek, right? All of that is a little extra and a little confusing, and particularly for your readers. And some of your post names, if people come back to them over and over again, you want to have it as simple as possible. And that's the only thing that I changed there. So you want to click Save Changes after you have that. And that is all of the standard things that you will see. These three are a couple of plugins that I've installed, and so I'll show you those, the important ones, in just a minute. What I want to do real quickly now, though, is show you users. So if you set up your site like I showed you on the earlier video when you did your domain and installed WordPress on the domain, then all of this should be fine. But you'll have your email address, you'll have your name, if you want your name, and you'll have, I will have another post that's going to show you how to get your image associated with this, okay? So you'll have that set up, and if you have other people that you're going to allow access to write on your blog, then you can add users and so forth. Okay, so that's where you would change users. Now to the plugins. The most important plugins I'm going to show you, I think it's only 3 today, even though you'll see a few more. Like I said, this is kind of a play site for me, so this is where I add plugins and to see what they will do without putting them on my real site. So the first one that's important is Akismet. Akismet, there you go. And it's already set up on this one, but I'll show you how to find it. If you want to add new, and you'll type in Akismet. Sorry about that, my phone. People texting me. Okay, so search plugins, and you'll see Akismet, and it should be the first one that comes up. This is 2.5.9 that's showing up. Okay, and so Akismet is going to help you against spam. And what you'll have to do, I already have it installed, okay, but you'll see an install now. Okay, you'll see the install now, and then you'll need to sign up for the Akismet API key, which click over, follow the instructions, log in with, I think, your WordPress.com login if you have one. If you don't have one, then you'll create one. You'll select for personal use, and then it'll give you a bar that you can slide it all the way down to $0, and then you can use this for free. Okay, and then you'll be able to use it on other blogs if you need to. So that will be Akismet. The other one that is very important will be Google XML Sitemaps, and it's by Arnie Brockhold, and I'll show you how to get that. So if you go up to Add New and type in Google XML Sitemaps, okay, it should be the first one that comes up, and Arnie Brockhold. Okay, so then you would also see a little install now. You'll install that one, and you don't have to do anything else to that one. And then the third one is going to be go back to my plugins. The third one is a WordPress database backup, and what it does is saves an entire backup of your site, and it will send you either via email, or it will put it on your computer, on your desktop, a backup, and you can set the time frame for how often you want that to happen. That way, if your site gets hacked, or if something happens to your content, then you have a backup in hand, which is always nice. And let me show you how to get to that one. You'll type in, go to Add New, and you type in WP dash DB dash backup. Search for the plugins, and this one should come up first, and Austin Matsko. Okay, and then the same thing, you'll see an install now, and so then you'll want to click install. And so that one does require a little setup. Let me go over here to tools, and you'll see backup as one of the choices, and that's the one we want to work on. Sorry, so install it and then activate it, and then you'll see this, and you'll come over here, and what I have done is a scheduled backup, and I have mine set once weekly. If you're writing a bunch of posts in a week, then maybe you'll want to set yours up daily, but I will typically not post, I'll post a handful in a week, but once weekly is fine, and I usually work offline on my posts first anyway, so I would have a rough draft of them, and then have it sent to your email. So it'll send weekly, and what you can do is just keep the most recent one or two of those, and you'll always have a backup, and you can hit schedule backup, and then you'll be all set for that. So those are basically the plugins that you need to get started right away. Those work, of course, if we have the plain cake, or if you've installed a very nice custom theme that's going to allow you to give a really beautiful appearance to your blog. Okay, so all of these things will apply no matter which way you want to go. The other thing I want to show you, if you're not quite ready to go with the custom theme, though, I will show you how you can change the themes really quickly on your blog, and you might be able to find one that you can work with. So the first one, the current one that I'm showing you here with this background, this text, it's set up with these, or maybe I added these widgets, but that's the appearance that you get, and it's called, my phone's blowing up, Nuntius. Okay, and it's a free one. And you have some options for changing some things, just a few things. And you'll see here, these are ones that I've tried, I tried before, kind of to see what they look like. But I'm going to show you real quickly how easy it is to switch back and forth. So you can take a look at this one. This is called 2011. All you do is click activate. It's working. And then go out and look at your site. Okay, so then it'll say new theme activated, visit site. So we can see what the difference is. Okay, so it changed the way the header looks. It must have a picture that's built in, so you could upload your own image. It gives you this type of font, this type of font. That's what the sidebar would look like. Okay, that's what your images look like, and so forth. So this is what this theme makes your blog look like. That sounded pretty bad. And then I'll switch once more just to let you see. Let's go to 2012. Click activate. That deactivates the old one, but it's still here. Right, and then it says new theme activated. Go out and visit the site and see what you like. So obviously it takes a picture, whatever picture you have selected to be the image for the blog. Then it'll stick that up top. This is what the font looks like. That's where your headline is. This is where your menu bar would be. These are the fonts. And that's what it looks like in using that one. Okay, so you can go out and play with the free ones and I suggest you write a couple of posts, or at least one, and put in different, let me show you. If you go into all the posts, This is one I wrote, no begging, no dragging, no pleading, because marketing online, of course, for me, is all about selling enough stuff so I don't have to try to sponsor a bunch of people. I don't have to drag a team. I don't have to do any of that stuff. And also, in terms of finding customers, I don't have to beg, drag, or plead. They look at what's available online and they make their decision based on that. So I like that. But when you're editing a post, let's see, you have different things that you can set up. So this is set up as H1. This is set up in paragraph. And so what you want to kind of do maybe is write a post and go in and make some of the text H1. You can make some of the text in H2, so forth, H3, H4, bold, italics, center it, give something numbers, give something bullets, and go in and then change the themes and see what that looks like in each theme. And that'll help you get an idea of maybe which theme you'd want to use for free. The good thing about having this thesis theme over here is that I can customize everything. So I can make my H1 and my H2 and H3. I can make them whatever font I want, and I can make them whatever size I want. I can have this one, as you see, different color from this one. I could change the colors, just a whole range of options. And so if you do decide to purchase the thesis theme from me as a thank you, I'm going to give you that bonus that's going to give you access to these custom fonts and teach you how to customize your site and add all these cool things. Okay, so I hope this has helped you set up your blog. And if you're following along on my blueprint, by now you've selected the people you're going to help or the people you're going to talk to. So in that way, we kind of know what we want our cake to look like, right? If we're talking to people about the beach, maybe you have a cake that looks something like this. If you're talking to, I'm not sure who you're talking to with that one, but if you're talking to them, you have a cake that looks like that. Something for the kids, right? Or clowns or whatever. So you have a target audience and you're going to be able to customize your blog to look and attract the people that you want to attract and to make the most of your content that you're going to be providing. And so I hope this has helped you set up the blog to do that. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments down below. If you'd like to go all the way and create your own beautiful customized cake, of course, click over on that link and go to the DIY theme site and purchase your theme. Remember to enter that in the comments so that I will get notification and I'll be able to send you a link to your bonus video, and that's going to help you customize all of that. Okay, so hey, have a great day. I hope this has been helpful for you. Look forward to seeing you on the other side and working with you to customize your thing. All right, talk to you soon.